Now from downtown Cleveland and Progressive Field, we've got a Thursday matinee on the show. It's the Toronto Blue Jays taking on the Cleveland Guardians. And we'll be back with the first pitch right after this. Coming up on the first pitch. And on the mound today, Tanner Bybee. And Singy, we were talking earlier about how he's doing a great job navigating through tough spots.
I've just been so impressed with when it seems like there's more pressure, he's more calm and settles in. He's done an incredible job with runners in scoring position. Most guys, they get a little tight, they start to aim the baseball, but for some reason, he gets looser, the ball comes out of his hand with more life, and he's able to wiggle off the hook of tough situations and get his team back in the dugout.
Yes, he did. That's a swing. Still 2-2 after the foul ball.
I wouldn't throw him another breaking ball. Try to go again with the fastball, slightly elevated. He just is having a hard time catching up.
Arias tosses across the first, and Bichette is retired. Let's take a look at the lineup for the Blue Jays. A guy who's been huge for them over the last month plus, Bo Bichette.
And he's leading them in runs batted in this season, which tells me this guy is able to slow things down when it seems like there's a little bit of pressure, and he's looking at it as an opportunity to do damage. A lot of guys, they see runners on base and they get big. They feel like all this pressure, I've got to get these runs in, but somehow he seems to settle into these situations. So watch out when he comes to the plate.
Gets a piece there. We'll do it again. Ripped on a line to center. Martinez makes the play, and there's 2 away. Here's Vladimir Guerrero Jr. Chris, baseball today, so many strikeouts, and they are available to pitchers. But this is a guy that puts the bat on the ball and is kind of different from the players that we see day in, day out.
Yeah, his swing is so good. It's in the zone a long time. He gets the barrel to it a lot, and that produces more base hits.
That to right, Thomas. Under it. He's got it. And that is out number 3. We'll go to the bottom of the first. 0-0. Back now at Progressive Field. Getting the nod on the mound, Kevin Gausman. What do we have on him?
Well, he's been a real quality starter for his club, and coming into this one, what stands out for me is that right-handed hitters have really struggled batting below 200 on the year. It seems that they have a hard time picking up his release point and tracking the ball into the zone. So we'll see how right-handers do against him in this one.
And that's outside. Now 2 balls and a strike. When you look at the elite teams in the game right now, there is going to be the slug, no question about it. But the really good offensive teams combine slug with more contact, with less swing and miss. And there's ball 4. And that's how they get their first base runner of the game.
Yeah, and the domino effect of that is running up pitch counts on pitchers and then either getting them to a place of fatigue or getting into the bullpen perhaps before you get to those higher leverage arms at the back end.
Now, Kyle Manzardo. And a pitch.
That's ball 2.
Quan on at first. Nobody out.
The 2 strikes may see some movement over there at first base, trying to stay out of the double play right here.
Foul ball left side. He'll see another. Fouls it back with 2 strikes. On the ground, a second, might be 2. Off balance feed, there's 1. To first, not in time. Great effort there. Now it's Jose Ramirez.
If you don't get ahead in the count, you can forget about having any success against him.
That's outside,
That's a ball.
and it's 2-1. Man at first, one away. Right through there for a strike.
Looks like he's just sizing him up there. Really good pitch to hit, but he took it all the way. Sometimes guys just want to set their timing later on in the game. That may be a pitch that he turns on.
Swing and a miss. Struck him out. Couldn't hit the fastball at the knees.
Well, that at bat seemed to be over as soon as it started. 3-pitch strikeout. You've got to be better at the plate right there, at least to foul something off, extend that at bat.
And now it's the switch hitter, Carlos Santana. Next offering is fouled back. And a swing and a miss. And that's the inning. One left for the Guardians. Scoreless after one. Back here in Cleveland, here's the third baseman, Addison Barger. Fouls one off. 2-2. Just missed.
Definitely a swing and miss slider down and in. He finished that really well. Just couldn't get him to offer at it.
That one misses. So a leadoff walk.
Well, a breaking ball in that 3-2 count kind of tells you that that's the pitch he has the most confidence in right now. Just couldn't find the strike zone.
And now for the Jays, Ernie Clement. Late swing fouled off. Hit in the air left field. Martinez on the move. And there's one away. Here's Andres Jimenez. He's someone that you might not describe as having elite level speed, but he can absolutely move, and it is a factor in his game.
Runner.
Here's the pitch. Runner goes. And a count 1-2. And a swing and a miss. And there's two away. Jonathan Place now at the plate. Swings and misses. 2-2 now.
When you're taking your lead over there at first, you've got to be very careful. This guy on the mound's got a good pickoff move.
Two outs. Foul ball, another 2-2 upcoming. Got him looking. Third out. So it's no runs, no base hits, no errors, and a runner left. Down to the bottom of the second. No score. Here in Cleveland, bottom of the second. Here comes Lane Thomas. On the ground to the left. And foul ball. That one out to right. Lucas brings it in with a nice running grab.
Well, those can be pretty fun as an outfielder. Got to put it into his highest gear and go a long way to track that one down. Nothing better than that. You feel like a wide receiver playing football.
Daniel Schneemann digs in for the Guardians. Schneemann swinging it much better this season in away games than here at home. One out, bases empty. Outside low, 3-1 now.
Tried to backdoor him with that slider right there, but just missed off the plate. Good pitch, though.
Hard ground ball, base knock. So they get a man aboard with a one-out single.
But when you fall behind in the count, you've got to come into the zone, and then guys have a better chance of hitting the ball hard like he did right there.
One down. Here's the catcher, Bo Naylor. Swing and a miss as he was out front.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
And it remains 2-2. Schneemann leads off first with one away. Gosman throws over. Oh, they got him leaning. He's out.
So much for their first hit right there. Good move, and he had him leaning all the way.
This one high in the air to left center. Strong sizing this one up. Drops into the glove, and that is the inning. No runs, 1 hit, no errors, and no one left. We played 2 full. We're tied, 0-0. Well, here we go. Top of the 3rd, scoreless game. Here's the Toronto catcher, Tyler Heineman. Swing and a ball lifted in the air, shallow left field. That one gets down for a hit. A leadoff single, and the go-ahead run is aboard.
Hey, whatever works, right? Doesn't have to be impressive. Kind of just punched it out there the other way. Didn't hit it real hard, but he got just enough of it to dunk it behind the infield. And I tell you what, you'll take those every day you can get them.
Yeah, big swing and a miss.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
On the ground to third. Down the line, and it's foul. Here's a 1-2.
Nope, that's off the plate. Ball 2.
Swing and a miss, struck him out. That K is his 3rd of the game.
And he'll be beating himself up on the way back to the dugout. Got a pitch to hit and just couldn't get to it. I think that slider really caught way more of the plate than it was supposed to.
Bo Bichette up to the dish. The 1-1. Fought off foul. Fights it off. He'll see another. Strike 3, and that's 2 in a row.
Well, interesting. He's looking very comfortable out of the stretch after giving up the leadoff single. Back-to-back strikeouts, so they haven't been able to move that runner up, get him into scoring position, and try to have a better chance of scoring. I tell you, good job so far on the mound. He just needs one more out.
Nathan Lucas next up for the Blue Jays. That one finds the zone, and that is strike two. Top of the third, no score. Fans another, and that's 3 straight strikeouts. So they can't do anything with the leadoff single there. We move on to the bottom of inning number 3. No score. Set for the bottom of the third, stepping up for the Guardians, Gabriel Arias. The 1-1 is fouled off. Outside low, 2-2. Handles, throws to first. Leadoff man retired here in the third.
Center fielder,
Angel Martinez digs in now. One down, base is empty. Late with the swing there.
This guy's got such a good sinker. As a hitter, you've got to look up in the zone. If you look down, you're going to be chasing stuff in the dirt.
Swings and misses, struck him out.
That's about as nasty of a splitter as you'll come across, especially in terms of movement. I mean, that thing tumbles out of his hand and just drops off the table at the last moment. If he keeps it down, it's just so tough to put wood on.
So up next, Stephen Kwan. Swing and a high fly ball in the air left field. And that ends the inning. On to the fourth, still scoreless. As we go to the top of the fourth, and now the first baseman, Vladimir Guerrero Jr. Fouled off down the right side. Pitch misses there, and it's 2-2. Activity in the bullpen. Emmanuel Clase getting ready to go. Still 2-2 after the foul ball. That one back up the middle, and it gets through. So the go-ahead run is on base with a knock.
Dominant performance for him today, Boog. Just 2 hits allowed so far, no runs across either, and he's had an answer for just about every hitter he's faced. So I don't think this hit is going to knock him off his stride too much.
Go-ahead run on base, and next will be the cleanup hitter, Addison Barger. The 1-1. Swing and a miss, and that's strike 2.
If you're a base runner, you've got to stay dialed in here. Look for anything in the dirt. Try your best to get into scoring position.
Runner at first with no outs here. In the air, left field, down the line. And that'll fall for a base hit. Throw holds him at second, but the go-ahead run now in scoring position, and still nobody out.
Back-to-back base hits. Just a bloop hit behind third right there, and that's a really tough play for a third baseman or shortstop to get to, and the same for the left fielder. So he just found a perfect place to drop that one in right there. And a huge opportunity now to grab the lead at this point in the game.
Manager out of the dugout now, and it looks like we'll see a change on the mound. Tanner Bybee gives way, and it's a tie ball game as he heads for the dugout. Back with a new arm after a quick break.
Now
So Cleveland brings on a new reliever, Matt Festa.
Should be a good first matchup for him here. He's been doing a great job against right-handed bats so far this season. They've had a lot of trouble squaring him up.
Now it's the shortstop, Ernie Clement. Ball to strike. And delivers outside.
Tough spot right here. A couple runners on. 2-ball count. You can't nibble, but you have to execute and finish your pitch. If you leave something out over the plate, it's going to bring in some runs.
Yeah, there's the strike. Guerrero over at second. Barker on at first with nobody out. Swing and a ball lined out towards center. Makes the grab, and there's one down.
Now batting, second baseman, Andres Jimenez.
Here's the second baseman, Andres Jimenez.
It's been such a good hitter with runners in scoring position. Some guys just take it to another level. For him right now at the plate, it's like everyone else is in slow motion, and he's in full speed.
Arias, long run on his horse. Nice grab on the run. And there are two down.
Now, that's a tough play for the infielder, ranging back into the outfield. There's part of him that's saying, hey, where you at, outfielder? Call me off. But he stayed focused and made a nice catch right there.
So they're making a move for a bat off the bench. Alejandro Kirk looking for a big hit with 2 out, runners at first and second. That one not close. 2-1. Late that time, and it's strike 2.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
On a line. And that one hops the wall. 1 runs in. Heading for the plate. In to score from first. It's 2-zip.
One of the hardest things to do in the game, to stay mentally and physically ready for the big opportunity, and he came through for his club right there.
Here's the catcher to hit, Tyler Heineman. Here's a 1-1. Yeah, that's fouled off. That one inside, and the count is 2-2. Runner at second, 2 down. Swing and a miss, and he struck him out. That ends the inning, and they limit the damage. But they'll pick up a couple runs here, both coming on this 2-run double. It's now a 2-0 ball game. You're dialed into the show. Alan Roden, he's out in left field getting loose there as he enters the game on defense now. And here's the first baseman, Kyle Manzardo.
Well, after putting up a nice inning on offense, got some runs across, this is where you look for the starter to go out there, have a shutdown inning. Don't give that other team any hope. You just hope that he can get through this inning, get the bats back up there while they're hot.
And that misses. And that's ball 3.
Expect for that guy to come right at you with a fastball, something in the zone, because he does not want to allow the leadoff walk.
Fouls one away, and now 3-2. Good job to fight that one off. And a payoff pitch. Knocks that one away, and we'll do it again. Foul ball, and it remains a full count. Got him. He didn't make it easy for him on the mound, but they still get the strikeout.
Well, a well-thrown splitter is going to do exactly that. Get you off balance, thinking it's a fastball. Very similar to a changeup, but oftentimes a split's going to have even more downward movement with more velocity. Good pitch.
Swing and a high fly ball, pretty well struck right field. That one's back. And that is gone. He'll circle the bases. His 14th of the year. It's 2-1. He absolutely feasts on right-handed pitching and devours that one for a homer.
And you can see that's what he expects of himself at bat after at bat. He's that confident. A breaking ball on the inside part of the plate requires a hitter to stay really square with his mechanics. If you fly open with the front shoulder, there's no way you keep that ball fair. An outstanding job mechanically. He deserves that home run.
One out, base is empty. Carlos Santana digs in for the Guardians. Looking to get the tying run on base. Hard grounder into the outfield for a knock.
Couldn't have timed it up any better than that. I know that was a ground ball, but it was absolutely hammered through the infield. That's not one you're excited to get in front of if you're an infielder. You know they used to say, charge it. Crazy.
Here comes the manager out of the Blue Jays dugout, and he will make a move to the pen. Kevin Gausman makes way, and he had to battle. Nothing came easy in this start, but he leaves with the lead. New arm when we get back. Out of the bullpen for the Jays, Brendan Little. This southpaw's been really good against left-handed hitters. Substitution now at first base. And here's the pinch runner, Nolan Jones. Lane Thomas will make his way to the plate. Runner on the go. This one in the dirt.
One ball.
Blocked by the catcher. And he steals second base without a throw. And the tying run is now in scoring position. Jones leads off second with one gone in the inning.
Well, if he's going to do something special right here, it's going to have to happen with 2 strikes.
So the tying run at second. Swing and a miss. That's a strikeout. Couldn't hit the fastball at the knees. And Chris, that's a way to neutralize his speed by keeping him off base.
And the defense breathes a sigh of relief because he puts pressure on everyone if he can put the ball in play. But that's how you do it. Keep him off balance, get him out of there, and deal with the next guy.
Daniel Schneemann digs in for the Guardians. The 1-1.
Ball, that's off the plate.
Got the bat going too soon. It's strike 2.
2-2 to count.
Next pitch just misses. Counts full, 3-2. Bo Naylor in the on-deck circle, hoping to get a chance to make a big impact here. Man on second, 2 down. Up the middle, Clement. Tosses to first, inning over, and it could have been worse. But not before they answer back with a solo home run. And it's now a 2-1 ball game. We're back, and there's a new arm on the mound to start the fifth. Hunter Gaddis.
He's averaging more than 1 hit allowed per inning pitched this season, and that's not where you want to be at all. So we'll see how he does here.
Next to hit, Miles Straw.
Center fielder, Miles Straw.
Next pitch, a slider that misses outside.
Pretty easy to give up on that pitch right there. Started on the edge of the plate with the spin. You know it's going to finish well off the plate.
Slapped hard the other way, but foul. Hit softly on the ground left side. Fires to first on the run, and very nicely done for the out.
Good late bite on that slider. Got the hitter out in front, rolled over on it. Exactly what it was supposed to do.
Bo Bichette next up for the Blue Jays. Here's a 1-1. Swings through that one for strike two.
Clearly he was sitting on a fastball right there and just ended up out in front of the slider. Hey, you can't fault him for his commitment. Now he's just going to have to battle with 2 strikes.
Steps on first for the out.
Now that right fielder, Nathan Lucas.
2 outs, base is empty. And now the right fielder, Nathan Lucas. 2 outs, base is empty. That one fouled off. 2-2. Right side, hard hit. Manzardo takes it to the bag, and the Blue Jays go down 1-2-3. Nothing doing for the Blue Jays as they're unable to add to their 2-1 lead. We're back, and on the mound is the closer, Jeff Hoffman.
Well, he's got electric stuff coming out of the pen. His strikeout rate, though, is through the roof so far this season.
Pinch hitter coming on, David Fry.
And he would be the tying run, Boog, so we may see him try to launch one if he gets a good pitch to handle.
Up and in, and it's 2-1.
Well, an interesting situation. One swing you can tie up the ball game, but if you're patient and work a walk, then you bring the game-winning run to the plate.
Swing and a ball lifted in the air, and there's one away. Here's the shortstop at the plate, Gabriel Arias. Ball to strike. The pitch. The shortstop takes the ball.
2 balls, 1 strike.
Trying to close out a 1-run lead, and the home team trying to pull it out. That one missed. Angel Martinez in the on-deck circle, hoping to get a chance to make a big impact here. Next offering is in for a strike.
We got a full count.
Swing and a miss. Struck him out. Now only 1 out remaining.
Wow, just great bite to that slider. Broke hard out of the zone, and he just couldn't hold up the swing. You know, as a hitter, that pitch is really hard to take, and there's just not much you can do with it. You know that, but you don't want to get rung up by the umpire.
Last out for the Guardians in this one. And up next for Cleveland, Angel Martinez. Slider misses outside. 2 down, nobody on.
Nope.
Big pitch coming right here. Last thing he wants to do is put the tying run on base, but he can't groove one either.
And there's a strike. Good heater at 98.
Count is
And
3 and
boy,
2.
that was the pitch. 3-1. You want to be really aggressive on the fastball.
He fouls it off. We'll do it again.
Flew open a little bit with that front shoulder, but was able to slow his bat down just enough to make contact with that pitch. Keep the at-bat alive.
That's foul off to the right side. Keeps the AB going. Hoffman is just 1 strike away. Jimenez. Throw to first. Ball game. And the Blue Jays claim the win here behind some great pitching and defense.
Well, we saw a lot of good pitching and defense in this ball game, and when you have a low-scoring game, it's imperative that the players stay on their toes, ready to make plays behind their pitcher, and they did exactly that. It's an excellent win. Everyone goes in the clubhouse feeling really good about themselves.
And your final score here today, 2-1. For Chris Singleton and our entire outstanding crew here at MLB The Show, I'm John Shambi saying so long.